Hey, everybody. Listen, let me fix my clothes and fix myself and pull myself together here. But I'm so glad to see y'all. I had to run some errands. I had some run some errands, so I'm late. But it's Friday night. It's trending topics. I'm here. We got stuff to talk about, and we're gonna get this in. We're gonna do this, okay? So tonight's title is "Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong." Tonight's title is Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong. But I want y'all to get it right. If you're hanging out with the diva on this Friday night for trending topics, do the diva a favor and hit the like button, okay? The title is Some Get It Right, but Most Get It Wrong. So tonight, this dad from Texas, he thought he saw his daughter's kidnapper. So he pulls out his pow pow and he gets the pow powing. And he hits the Amazon driver. He hits this man. He's in his regular car. He wasn't working, but he's an Amazon manager. He hits the man with the pow pow. He crashes into a pole. The man is no longer here. The dad walks up to the car and oops, it's the wrong person. Some get it right, most get it wrong. We're going to talk about it. The Texas dad. Now you're going to go to jail for taking somebody's life, and you think you're going to get away with this just because you want to say, oops, I'm mistaken identity? No, sir. We're going to lock you up, and they need to throw away the key. Then we're going to talk about this Alabama daughter. There was a family member that lost her life to violence. They all go to the funeral, and at the wake that was at one of the family members' homes, I guess the daughter felt somebody disrespected her mother. So she left, came back to the house with a pow pow, and she gets the boop, 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 just blasting off from the closed door. Well, now two uncles are gone because somebody disrespected her mother. Unbelievable. But that's why the title is Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong. And then we got this NFL coach. His son is in high school. His son is an excellent basketball player. His son wants to go to the NBA. So he said, you know what? I'm going to quit my job. And my focus is going to be helping my son realize his dream. And that's a father. Now, everybody doesn't have the finances to just quit their job so they can see their child dreams come true. But if you got the means to quit your job and your family is not going to starve, so you can make sure that your child dreams come true, bravo to that dad. And that's why I said, some get it right, most get it wrong. But we're going to talk about it tonight. If y'all hanging out with me, I appreciate y'all. Just do the diva a favor, hit the like button. It's time for me to bring the people on in the building. I need a what in the chat, y'all? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. It is Friday night trending topics, and we got stuff to talk about. The title's called Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong. We got the Texas dad who got it wrong. We got the Alabama daughter who got it wrong. We got the NFL coach that got it right. Let me bring the people in the building. Hold on one second. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, how you doing? Yes, it's ladies' night, y'all. It's ladies' night. Let's get into these topics, okay? Because like I said, some get it right, most get it wrong. I'm going to start with this Texas dad who obviously got it wrong. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's let this ask it. I'm sorry, y'all was queued up. Guess we gotta see an ad first.
Also new tonight, a man is out on bond on a murder charge in the shooting death of a 25-year-old man on Christmas Day.
And tonight we are learning this was a case of mistaken identity. We showed the video last week as police were trying to find the gunman who opened fire at a gas station right there off the Beltway near Bel Air Boulevard.
Maria Aguilera joins us now with how the victim's family is reacting to this tragedy. Maria.
Yeah, Len and Mia, as you can imagine, the family is devastated. Now, newly filed court documents give insight into what happened moments after the shooting and how police say the suspect claims he mistakenly thought his daughter was being kidnapped.
Just after 1 a.m. on Christmas, surveillance video shows a man firing a weapon at a gas station near Bel Air in the Beltway. Moments earlier, the video shows a black GMC parked at a pump, an SUV driving past, and a woman getting out chasing after the SUV. The SUV pulls away, then a man steps out of the GMC and opens fire. Houston police say the driver of the SUV was shot and crashed into a pole. He died at the hospital. He was identified as 25-year-old Desmond Butler. Newly filed court documents show the shooter is now charged with murder. In those same documents, police say a passenger in Butler's vehicle told officers the shooter drove up after the crash, opened the door, looked inside, said he was looking for his kidnapped daughter, then apologized and said he would call 911. Court records say that call never came. Instead, police say on Monday, almost 3 weeks after the shooting, Jonathan Mata, his wife, and their attorney went to HPD headquarters, where Mata confessed to firing the shots. According to court records, Mata told investigators he thought his daughter was inside Butler's vehicle after his daughter reportedly said she was assaulted by her boyfriend. Mata told investigators he fired 2 shots to try to stop the vehicle. He drove up to it and said he did not realize he shot Butler, left the scene, and did not call 911, saying he was scared. For Butler's family, the grief remained.
We're devastated. We just want answers on why him. My brother was a light of joy.
I spoke with Butler's older sister, who tells me they're from Georgia. He moved to Houston in 2023 to work at Amazon, and he became a manager.
We're keeping each other tight and close and keeping his memories alive.
She says Desmond had no plans that Christmas Day. Mata was booked into the Harris County Jail and is out on a $50,000 bond. In Houston, Maria Aguilera, KHOU 11 News.
Super sad. Hold on one second. I'm going to give a little bit more information. So a Texas dad fatally shoots an innocent Amazon manager after mistaking him for daughter's kidnapper. A Texas father allegedly gunned down an innocent Amazon manager who was spending Christmas away from his family after mistaking him for his daughter's kidnapper. Jonathan Ross Maida, 39, was captured aiming his pistol at a fleeing SUV outside a Shell gas station in Houston and unloading shots, killing 25-year-old Desmond Butler around 1 a.m. December 25th, according to footage obtained by the news. The tragic chain of events began when Meta and his wife received a frantic call from their 19-year-old daughter, who said she had been attacked by her boyfriend, Houston police said. That's the father that got arrested and that took the driver's life. She initially asked to be picked up from her cousin's apartment. But about a half hour later, Meta and his wife believed she would instead be dropped off at the gas station by her boyfriend. Moments after the frantic parents arrived at the Shell station, a vehicle that was driven by a man who resembled their daughter's boyfriend and a woman riding in the passenger seat pulled into the lot, according to a criminal complaint obtained by law and crime. Defendant stated that he thought his daughter was in the vehicle, which was driven by Butler, and that as the vehicle drove past them, his wife got out and began chasing it on foot, the complaint stated. Surveillance video shows Butler driving his gray Honda Pilot into the gas station lot and passing Metta's black GMC Acada at the pump. When Metta's wife suddenly hopped out and ran after the vehicle, reaching for the rear passenger door. Butler, seemingly unaware of what was happening, then accelerated out of the parking lot into an access road of San Houston's Parkway. The footage cuts back to the GMC where Metta is seen walking toward the fleeing Honda while aimed with a pistol. Metta then allegedly opens fire on the Honda Pilot, striking Butler, who lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a pole. Metta and his wife drove to the crash site and pulled open Butler's passenger door after realizing he was not their daughter's boyfriend, according to the complaint. The defender looked inside the vehicle and said something to the effect of, "Oh, we were looking for our kidnapped daughter. I'm sorry, we'll call 911," and then drove away, the complaint stated. By the time first responders arrived, the couple had left the scene, and Butler was rushed to a local hospital where he died from his injuries. And then his wife showed up at the police headquarters with a lawyer on Monday and claimed the deadly shooting stemmed from a kidnapping misunderstanding. Metta told investigators he fired 2 shots at the vehicle in an attempt to stop it, then watched it crash before he left the scene without calling for help, according to the complaint. Metta is charged with murder and turned himself in on Wednesday. He posted a $50,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in court on February the 25th, Law and Crime reported. Butler's sister, Destiny, told the news that their family, who lives in Georgia, are devastated by his death. She said her brother moved to Houston in 2023 to work at Amazon, later becoming a manager, and had no plans that Christmas Day. "We just want answers on why him. My brother was a light and a joy," she said. It's a shame, super sad, but all of these people with these weapons is destroying the world. Katrina, your thoughts?
Yeah, Diva. If he thought that was his daughter was being kidnapped, why didn't he call the police and just trail behind the car to make sure? If he thought that his daughter was being kidnapped, why are you taking it into your own hands? And then to pow him and said, "I'm sorry, I'm finna call and get you help," and just left. I don't even think he should got a bond. I don't even think he should have been. I don't even think he should have been let out of prison. I mean, out of jail, because you took this guy's life for no reason. This is a senseless unaliving.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. There's no way. You sit up and saying that you thinking your daughter is being kidnapped. Why you can't call the police and give them description of the car if you thinking your child is in this car, instead of taking matters into your own hands? And what you have done is caused a whole lot of chaos, because this young man is gone. His family members is mourning. And now you ain't got yourself in a situation that you can't get yourself out of, because these folks is not finna just let him go. I can see him getting some good time over this, because there was no reason for you to do that. You could have went a whole nother different direction, but you chose that direction because everybody want to handle things on their own. Everybody wants to be what they call Captain Save or whatever. But yes, he's gonna do some time over this one, and that's sad. And condolences to the young person, to the young guy family. That's all I
Yeah.
got.
Thank you, Katrina. He needs to do time. In addition to that, these young people got to stop calling their parents with a SOS, and then they're going to end up staying with the boyfriend anyway. And if you are going to call your parents, then you should have said to your parents, "My boyfriend drives this," because obviously they must not know. "He looks like this. Pick me up from here." Give exact details. Vivi said the wife needs some charges too, and I don't disagree with you. The wife needs some charges too.
Yeah, because you're taking this child's life for no reason. And like you said, Diva, he was saying that SOS or whatsoever. Why not give a complete detail on what he's driving, what he looks like, and whatsoever? And how long have you been going with him anyway that your parents don't even know what he looks like? I mean, this is crazy. This guy is gone for no reason. For what? Over a misunderstanding, and then to say I'm finna get you some help, and then don't even call the people? That's crazy. No, both, yeah, his wife and her need to be locked up. And where the daughter at? What happened to her? Was she ever at the store? Did they ever find her?
That part, Katrina. And you know what? Yeah, see, I don't like these open carry states. I'm good. I'm not moving to one ever, and I hope Jersey never becomes one. And this is just horrific. It's sad. A life is gone. And perhaps maybe he would have been saved if you did call for help. Maybe he would have got sooner, and he wouldn't have died from his injuries. So no, you're right. He should have never got a bond. This is horrific. My condolences to the family. May this young man rest in peace. At 25, he moved to a whole nother state. He was working. He became a manager. So he worked himself up to a certain level, only to lose his life over some senseless crime, because this man is thinking, and the mother just is crazy too, because she just got out the car and she just assumed her daughter was in that car. Like, why don't y'all track your daughter? Well, you know, these phones now, you could do a tracking. Why don't you track?
Exactly. They could have did that. But my thing is, why you didn't call the police? Okay, you saying your daughter's being kidnapped. You think your daughter's being kidnapped or whatsoever. So you don't know what this person got on them. So why would you get out and put yourself in that predicament trying to so-called save your daughter, but you don't even know what the person looked like that you trying to save your daughter from? And you got out and you pop-out him for no reason. And like you said, maybe if he did go and call the hospital whatsoever, it'd have been better. And then he gonna say, well, I'm gonna call the hospital and get you some help. But you didn't do it because you knew you was in the wrong. You knew you was in the wrong. It's sad on so many levels.
And then you wait until you get your whole lie together and a lawyer, and then you go turn yourself in. No, sir, you shouldn't have got a bond, and they need to throw the book at him. This is deplorable and it's sick. Let me go ahead and roll into our next story. And this story is the Alabama daughter who her life is gone too. She's another one. So a cat fight over a woman's mother being disrespected ended with 2 people murdered at a wake, police said. A fight over an Alabama woman's mother allegedly being disrespected ended with 2 people shot to death at a wake, according to police. Jasmine Allen, 35, has been charged with capital murder in the deaths of her great uncle, 76-year-old Carlton Rufus Allen, and her uncle, 43-year-old father of 7, Sonny Arrington. She is also charged with attempted murder for shooting her sister, Jasmine Ross, who survived a gunshot wound to the leg. Detectives said Allen and her daughter had arrived at the apartment earlier that evening in a lift. Hold on one second, guys. In a lift to join relatives gathering at her mother's home in Tuxedo Terrace Complex in Ensley. The family had spent the day mourning Jari Michael Brown Allen, who was shot and killed a week earlier in Fairfield. Investigators said Allen fired 10 shots through the closed front door of the apartment just before 11:30 p.m. on December the 6th, while family members were inside eating after the funeral. When police arrived, the door was riddled with bullet holes, and Arrington and Carlton Allen were found dead in a hallway, both shot multiple times. The shooting followed an argument between Allen and one of her sisters over Allen allegedly being disrespected to their mother, being disrespectful to their mother, Rory Dawson, according to Detective Perez. That is one of the family members, 43, Sonny Arrington, that lost his life. Witnesses told police that after the fight, Allen said she was going to get her gun. Arrington's wife, Candace, later said she overheard. Minutes later, shots blasted through the door. Dawson told police she believed her daughter took it upon herself to shoot into our front door. Surveillance video from a neighbor's camera and from the apartment complex showed a woman in black jacket and gray pants approaching the door moments before the gunfire. Another angle captured the same figure standing directly at the door, then running away after the shots. Detectives said Allen fled in a burgundy van driven by her son's girlfriend. Investigators were able to zoom in on the license plate from surveillance footage, which led officers to Allen's home in Bessemer. She was arrested within 2 hours of the shooting. A search of the home uncovered gray pants and a black jacket matching the suspect captured on camera, as well as a 9mm ammunition consistent with shell casings found at the scene. Isn't that a shame? Sonny Arrington is survived by his wife Candace, their 2 daughters, and 5 sons. This is what she did to a whole family. Unbelievable and sad. That's the 76-year-old great uncle that lost his life. The gun used in the shooting has not been recovered. Detective Perez testified that Allen's son told investigators his mother admitted getting into a fight and then firing shots. Prosecutor said she later called him and confessed, "I shot family." During Wednesday's preliminary hearing, prosecutors argued the barrage of rounds showed Allen's intended to kill those behind the door. She shot 10 rounds directly in front of the door, intentionally trying to kill the person or the people behind it, Deputy District Attorney Nick Target said, according to AL.com. Her attorney, Gray, countered that the act was reckless, not targeted, and did not meet the threshold for capital murder under Alabama law. Jefferson County District Judge William Bell sent the case to a grand jury for indictment consideration and ordered Allen held without bond. Arrington leaves behind his wife, Candace, 2 daughters, and 5 sons. A GoFundMe has been established to help Candace with expenses following his death. Unbelievable, so sad, so senseless. This chick is crazy and killed family members, and now her life is gone, and also her son no longer has a mother. I don't know how good of a mother she was, but it's a shame. Katrina, your thoughts?
Okay, let me get this right. She went to go get the pow because her sister was disrespecting her mama.
Because family members disrespected her mother.
And so she went out there to go handle it.
Yeah.
And then come back, your mom is still in that house while you pow-powing. And you shooting in front of a door. So you don't know where the ammunition is going. This is crazy. Yeah, she's off her rocker. And that's the thing. Just like we just seen, she did this and she don't get a bail. But this man right here obviously unalived this young man and he got a bail. Neither one of them need to be out because all of them crazy. The wife, the man, and this lady right here, you took out a family. And you talking about somebody disrespecting your mom, then you should have asked them to leave. Your mom should have told them to leave. This is the thing, people are taking too much stuff into their own hands. Obviously, the mama wasn't upset too much about it if she still had them sitting up in her house. Now, you went out and did this, took family members away, so it's going to be grieving, it's going to be mourning and all that type of stuff. And now, like you said, Diva, you took your life away from your son. But they don't want to call it capital unaliving, but why not? When she knew what she did it with intent. It wasn't like that she didn't go out and unplanned it. She went and told them what she was finna go do. The lady said that she was finna go get a pow. So there you go. That's like premeditated right there. So I don't know what they're gonna do with her, but more than likely she's gone. She's gone. And that's sad because you got a son that's gonna be out there on his own. But that's all.
I mean, but you had the girlfriend, the son's girlfriend is crazy too. You gonna drive somebody to take somebody's life? Because when you use a pow, you don't know how it's gonna go.
And I'm surprised they didn't get her for accessory. You was the one that was driving the car. You the one. This is like a person that go and rob a bank, and you sitting out there in the car. If you don't even know the person that's doing it, but if the police get you, you're gonna get caught up too as an accessory to the fact of what happened. So I'm surprised they haven't pulled her in as well. because she was the one that took her to go get the pow, and she came back with it. She probably need to keep her mouth closed, because they probably gonna get her as well, because you're a part of it. You participated in it, so you're part of the accessory to the unalive.
Yeah, you know what? If you ask me, Katrina, not for nothing, they need to get her, because that's ridiculous. And people need to stop going around thinking they're going to take stuff in their own hands and then cry some "I didn't mean it" backsies and think it's going to be okay. That's not how life works, and we're not doing that. Let me go ahead and roll into the last story. Like I said, the title is "Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong." Those are the two examples of getting it wrong. But this NFL coach dad, I feel he got it right. If you got the money, you can do it. Why not support your child's dream? So, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. So NFL popular next gen popular NFL coach quits in a shock announcement to help focus on son's promising basketball career. So an NFL coach is leaving the league behind to help his son achieve his dreams of playing in the NBA. Navarro Bowman, 37, has resigned from his role as Los Angeles Chargers linebacker coach. Okay, that's his son there. Bowman's decision to leave football was revealed Thursday by Chargers general manager Joe. He confirmed the former Penn State and 49ers linebacker wanted to spend more time with his family. Bowman Jr. is currently a student at Sherman Oaks, California, Notre Dame High School. He ranks among the top 100 college basketball prospects in the country per 247sports.com. The 6'4" guard is expected to make his college decision in the coming months. Bowman Jr. certainly looked the business as he made his national television debut on ESPN 2 last month. He dropped 36 points against Sierra Canyon in an impressive performance. Bowman's senior was a four-time Pro Bowler during his playing career. He joined the Chargers coaching staff in 2024 at the spell as a defensive analyst with Maryland. I was never number one anything, told Diamond Season in December. I was an underdog. So having a mentality of whether people are patting you on the back or not, I want you to always recognize your weaknesses and always try to get better and never get complacent. A lot of people are going to tell you you're good, but I'm your dad, and I'm going to see something that I know we talked about, something that you should be doing. If I see a weakness, that's what we're going to get better at and focus on. And that's why he's able to play at the level he's playing, no matter who's on the court. No one wrote one gutted fan on X after Thursday's announcement. That's father and son right there. I praise this dad. Good luck, though. Hope to see Bowman Jr. in the NBA. Wish him nothing but the best and good luck in his endeavor, said another. Massive loss, especially if/when Minter Goals signed the third. The Chargers are set for a busy offseason after missing out on the NFL playoffs. The team are currently looking for a new offensive coordinator. They will need a new defensive coordinator if Jesse Minter lands a head coaching job elsewhere in the league. I think this dad is doing a very commendable thing, especially in this day and age where, especially in America, it's like work yourself to the bone, make every dollar that you can. But here you have a dad that is willing to help his son realize his dreams of becoming an NBA player in the future. Katrina, your thoughts?
Yeah, the dad probably already reached his dream as becoming a coach. And so now he can sit back, and help his son get to where he wants to be. And the thing of it is, that's a good thing, because there's so many vultures out there that take these young kids and have them sign these contracts and have them doing this and doing that. And for his dad to be right there to watch it, to make sure that he's on the right track, to make sure he's training, to make sure that he's not getting overwhelmed, or if he's not good at it, he can tell him, look, son, this is not going to work. If he's good at it, he can say, well, this is what you got to do, and you do it to the best of your ability. And that's great. I mean, I commend him too. You don't find too many finna do that. You don't find too many finna do that. So for him to have a stand-up father and a father that cares and wants him to do the best what's best for his life, and that's a good thing. That's
It
all I
is a
got.
thank you. I appreciate you. It is a really good thing, and I thought it was a great story. When I saw it, I was like, wow. And somebody mentioned in the chat like he can afford it. Yeah, he can afford it, but there's a lot of parents out there that could afford not to work 100 hours per week, not to do XYZ, and they still choose to do it versus pouring more into their family and their kids. And that's why I really commend him to step away and say, you know what? It's my son's turn now. I've achieved my dream. All I can say is bravo. Not only that, in these day and age, you got to say bravo to the men that are actually staying with their families. We see so many men.
Exactly.
Come on now, Katrina, right?
Yeah, they leave. Listen, they be with the wife. I'm not, we're not doing like colorism things, but they be with the wife when she's black, and when they make it, they leave and go to somebody else. And for him to stay there with his son and be in that family, trying to show his trying to show his son the right road. We can't do nothing but we can't do nothing but put him up on a pedestal. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Now that's a real stand-up man. That's what a man's supposed to do. He's showing his son how to be a man. So, and like I said, we don't have that too much out there. We, like you said, that people go to work, they get the kids the money, the cars, and whatsoever, and they have no idea what their kids out there doing. But this man is on track, staying with his son. Like I said, we can't do nothing but put him up there. That's all.
Yeah. 100%. Thank you, Katrina. I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you, because so many men are getting distracted by these Instagram models, by people coming up in their DMs. It's so when you got a dad that is staying and pouring into the family, it's a shame you have to say this, but it truly is bravo, bravo, bravo. Listen, guys, I appreciate y'all. This was like a express train ride, but I'm here for it. I'm glad to do trending topics, and I enjoy doing it every night. So again, this title was Some Get It Right, Most Get It Wrong. We have the Texas dad. I'm sorry, not sorry. That man is going to do a lot of time behind bars. I'm going to stay connected to this story. We got the Alabama daughter. Well, you see, they ain't even let her out. She got no bond.
I'm saying, yeah, she got no bond, and this man get a bond. You sit up here and you unalive this young man for no reason, for mistaken identity. And we still, like I said, where's the daughter? Where's she at? Was she supposed to be at this store? Where's she at? I'm still trying to figure out where she
at. So that part, where's the daughter at? So this Alabama daughter, she's another one messed up and destroyed her life. She's done. And you unalive two of your own family members. How do you even sleep in the jail at night on that? A 74-year-old and a dad that another one, he was 43 and had a huge family, and now none of them have a father. And then we got the NFL coach who got it right. Listen, guys, y'all know the routine. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, do the diva a favor, hit it on the way out. Good night and goodbye, everybody. Choo choo.